Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to clean the throttle body in a Jeep Wrangler. Alrighty, so this is not a super difficult thing to replace or clean, but what we will do is we're going to start to remove my neighbor's dog. We're going to start to remove some of these clamps. Alright. Some of these clips might be a little bit funky to get off, but they should just push off like that. And then another one to push off. Just kind of get a screwdriver and wedge it, and then see if you can push off. Actually, looking at this one, I don't even have to mess with that one too much. I can just take the spring off. So it's up to you if you just want to remove it, or if you just prefer to take the spring off. Alright, simple as that. Once you remove all the clips, they're kind of a little bit difficult to get off, some of them. You got to remember that they have safety sometimes. It's a 10mm ratchet, just to start to unscrew it. There's going to be 4 around the base, and that's it. Alright, and this is just lift up with us and off. Now this is the stuff that I like. It's called B12 Chem tool. I've used it quite a bit, and I've used it on a lot of other stuff. I like the stuff that you put in the gas tank. I like the spray. Sprays for like a carb cleaner almost. But this being said, make sure you're spraying away from your vehicle a little bit. If this gets on the paint, it might eat through your paint, and you really don't want that. So while I'm showing you that on the fender, I'm actually moving away when I'm going to clean it. To start with, okay, kind of the dirtiest part of it. I'm just gonna kind of nicely spray it and see what comes off. So it's already starting to get quite a bit of it off. And yeah. Now I'm gonna spray a little bit from this side too. Okay, so we got just kind of the quick and easy stuff off, and now we're going to get into a little bit more. By the way, this stuff has already started to melt my gloves. You can kind of see it there, right there. So yeah, it's strong, chemical-wise. All right, once this is clean, you look in there, it's pretty clean. There is a little bit of, it looks like just a hair of like a scoring or leftover residue or dirt on the inside of there. It doesn't have to be super perfect. I'm gonna spend another minute or two clean that up, and then I'm gonna put it back on. Now there's probably a torque spec rating for these where you can torque it to the proper spec. Instead, I'm just gonna do it till it's tight. I'm gonna go in a crisscross pattern and then just double check the bolts. Now I'm just gonna reconnect everything real quick. We're actually gonna leave this section open for just a second, and I'll show you why. Now the audio is a little bit too loud. So I decided I would just do a voice over it. So what I was doing was I was spraying a little bit of the carb cleaner in the intake, and it would go through, and hopefully if there was a little bit of dirt or grime in the intake manifold, hopefully it would just clean it out. But throttle body is usually where it gets a little bit more dirty, so you know, it doesn't hurt it to do anything. What I did do, and what I did notice, was that it was stalling a little bit, so I had to increase the RPMs, but in the end, you know, just spray it, keep the RPMs around like 2,000 or 1,500, and you won't really have an issue. Just don't spray it till it stalls. Spray it a little bit, give it a couple seconds, spray it a little bit, and in the end it ran pretty good, so I'm not worried about it at all. I mean, it's a good Jeep, and it just cleaned it up, and it runs a lot smoother, and pretty much it's great, yeah.